Hey everyone, welcome to Retro Gaming Ledger. Today we're going to be talking about compilation game discs. Um, we're going to focus on Xbox 360. We'll also look at other consoles to make comparisons, but I kind of want to display the hidden value that might exist with these packaged games because oftentimes we're getting more value out of these compilations. We're getting 2 games, we're getting 3 games, we're getting collections. And some people view this as kind of like an ugly box with 2 sides and 2 games on it. They're very particular. They want the single game, the original box, but you might be getting a little bit of a better value because right now they're not being priced correctly. You know, I'll give you an example. On Xbox 360, we have Marvel Ultimate Alliance. Kind of a rare game. It's digitally delisted, kind of hard to find. Individually on GameStop, it's priced at, I think like right now, $15. And it's going up. There were 2 price increases on GameStop recently within 1 month. So that's at $15. It's paired with Forza 2, which is also having licensing issues as well. And that might go up in price. So, and it's put onto one compilation, I guess, complete in box. That compilation is priced at $9.99. It's actually priced lower than the complete or just the regular, you could say loose disc from GameStop at $15 or complete in box. It depends if you find the box. But basically, you're getting more value with 2 games. And it might be true with a 3 disc collection set. So, you know, for whatever reason, people might favor not having these, you know, packaged, I guess, collector edition discs or compilation discs. And at first they're like, I'm not too interested in it. But that might change. I actually think that will change just because there is value there. And some of these games will be harder to find later. And I think maybe this is the time if you're starting your collection to exploit that. Exploit it now and find the deals because you might be, if GameStop runs a, let's say they run a 4 for 20 and that compilation disc is at $10, you're going to get that for $5. You're basically going to get Marvel Ultimate Alliance for $2.50, and then you'll get Forza 2 for $2.50. So you could really maximize your budget and your collection. So I am all in favor of these collection discs, whatever you want to call them. And we're going to look at data. We're going to look at listings, what they're priced at on GameStop. We're going to look at the price charting. We're going to look at also historical aspects of, you could say, compilation games. Super Nintendo, for example. I looked at Tetris and Dr. Mario, which is a notorious compilation package cartridge. Price chart looks great on it. Looks great. And I mean, the game is Tetris. It's a classic staple for Super Nintendo and Nintendo. But I mean, people aren't going out of their way to buy Tetris. I don't believe. Maybe they are. I don't know. But in Dr. Mario, same thing. But they're finding value in the nostalgia of it, and you're adding value onto one cartridge, which is unique. It's unique. Super Mario All-Stars, which combines all 3 of the Mario games from Nintendo. They're all on one disc, and people value these things. Maybe it takes a little bit of time, but the price chart on that game looks pretty good. So, and I've looked at PS2 compilation games, and a lot of them look really good as well. So we'll look at some historical examples. I have a list from AI that pretty much drew out all the Xbox 360 games that are in compilations, and we'll look at kind of what each of those games on the compilation is price charting at, maybe what is it priced on GameStop, and what is the collection worth? Because, maybe we're going to be able to save some serious dough, especially if they're running a promo. on GameStop. You know, a 4 for maybe a 4 for 20, a 4 for 40. It doesn't really matter. We're going to get better value. We're going to get multiple games on one disc. So this is something we should all take advantage of while we can, because I don't know if it's going to last. I'm seeing a lot of things where obviously the retro gaming market is just taking off, and inflation is taking off as well, and I don't think it's going to subdue. I think it's just going to keep going, and I think that's playing into the retro gaming market. I know people have lots of theories as to why retro gaming is going up, but I think a fundamental catalyst is inflation, and these are collectibles, just like artwork and comic books. So I think at some point compilations are going to go up. They might look nasty to some collectors right now, but later on, getting a Marvel Ultimate Alliance for the equivalent of $250, pretty dang good. All right, let's get into it. We're going to look at GameStop's website, price charting, and just overall price comparisons to what we can get. All right, let's do it.
Okay, guys, here we are. We're on GameStop's website. We're going to begin by trying to find these compilation games and see what their value is and see, what we're getting on a package deal, and if it's worth it. I did my first search, and I'll show you right here. This is called a Rogues and Outlaws collection. It's a 3-game collection at GameStop. We click it. Currently, it says not available, and this is in my area, but you should check your area if you're interested in something like this. 3 different games. Spec Ops: The Line, which is trending upwards right now. It's actually, if I'm not mistaken, I think it's like $40 at GameStop, and it's kind of a hard game to find. Borderlands 2, which is a common game, and then Mafia 2, which is a semi-common game, kind of hard to find. It's priced at $5 at GameStop, but I like the game, and I think it should be higher than $5. But we have a 3-disc set here of 3 different games, and it's priced at $24.99. I'd like to take a look at Spec Ops: The Line and see what that's priced on GameStop. We're at $30. Okay, that is a $30 game by itself. Borderlands 2, maybe a $3 game, and then Mafia 2 is priced at $5. So at $30, you're getting Spec Ops: The Line under the price that it's listed for individually. You're at $24.99. So, and then you're getting 2 additional games. So I think these compilation games might be underrated. Yes, they're not sexy because you're getting like this weird 3-disc set, but you're getting good value. You're getting good value. You're splitting up the value. And if you are interested in padding your collection with more games, and maybe even packaging more games into a tighter area, this is kind of cool. And so I would not sleep on these collections or compilations. There's something interesting about them that is just kind of overlooked right now and might change as the retro gaming market brings in more people, and it will bring in more people. These are overlooked, and I don't think they should be. And even with historical consoles, other consoles, they are seeing interesting price increases on their games, Super Nintendo and PS2. So let me go to my list of games and we can start looking at. I needed AI to actually list all the games because there's just so many of them and they're all priced differently. So we've got a Borderlands triple pack. Let's take a look at that. These are notoriously cheaper games. Borderlands triple pack. Okay. We've got a Borderlands triple pack Xbox 360 at $30. So this is including all add-on content from all 3 games. So it's just a massive, haul of games and DLC content. They're valuing this at $30. Individually, these games without the DLCs are, you know, I would say like $3, $5 each, which would put us at $15. And then the DLC. So they are actually pricing this pretty aggressively. This is one game that they're pushing the, I guess, the packaging and the value. They are recognizing it. They are recognizing it. Not all games are created equal, though. These compilations are priced vastly different. So, and this Borderlands triple pack, $30, is a little bit high. You might not be getting a good deal on this compared to getting the individual game. So they're seeing something here, maybe from a collectible standpoint. Let's actually look at price charting. I'm interested to see Borderlands triple pack. Let's take a look because I don't know this. So the triple pack's at $25 complete box, and the chart looks like it's going up slowly, but it hit an all-time high at like 30. It's going up slowly. So, that might be priced accurately. We don't know. There looks like there's availability. That's good. I think the big thing is you're getting DLC content, and the DLC on disc is going at a premium, and that might be what's pushing up the price to $30. To me, that would make sense that the DLC content is pushing this thing. So, and it's 3 games with the additional DLC. It's like a complete edition. So, there's one example. Let's keep looking down the list. So, Grand Theft Auto 4, the complete edition. This again has DLC information on the disc. GTA V complete edition. Let's take a look. And this is episodes from Liberty City, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, including Grand Theft Auto 4 and episodes of Liberty City expansion. So yes, it's including DLC content. GameStop has this priced at $27.99. So again, the DLC is kind of, in my opinion, funneling the value of this game. GTA Auto 4 vanilla is, priced at $10. This is kind of like a compilation of 2 games, Liberty episodes from Liberty City and GTA 4, and it's including The Lost and the Damned and The Ballad of Gay Tony. Included the DLC, everything. It's a complete package deal, and it's kind of like the Borderlands triple pack. It's kind of like a full, complete deal, and it's pricing it pretty aggressively. Let's see if we can find the Grand Theft Auto 5 and Max Payne 3 double pack. A unique pack. 2 different games. GTA 5 and Max Payne. Let's see. Let's see if GameStop has it. I don't think GameStop has it. I don't think they have it. A unique pack, though, because you're combining kind of like 2 open world crime drama games. Yeah, you know what? Here's Orange Box. I know that we're going off topic, but this includes 3 different Valve games that have been delisted, and that thing's at $45. And that has been going up steady for a while. So they're finding value in Orange Box. I've seen consistent price rising in the last 3 months at GameStop on this game. I think at one point I saw it at $35, maybe $38. It's gone up to $45. So that's another compilation game discs that is going up and being highly valued. There's some that are, in my opinion, undervalued, which tells me that over time the undervalued ones are going to get valued. The Rockstar Games double pack. Let's take a look if we can find that. Some of these are not even available at GameStop. Rockstar double pack. What we're looking at. Here we go. The this is for Xbox OG, and it's got Grand Theft Auto 3 and Grand Theft Auto Vice City, and it's packaged at $20. They're selling it for $20. What's interesting about this is maybe a harder to find compilation double pack. Grand Theft Auto 3 is currently priced at $5 individually, and Grand Theft Auto Vice City, I think, is at 10. So that would put it at 15 individually. But I guess this complete set is priced a little higher. It could be because of the box. It's a unique box. It's got a foil outside, and that's why it's just maybe a highly sought after collectible. Um, yeah. So this is another compilation. Let's see. I really want to find these double packs of Bethesda. Elder Scrolls Oblivion and Fallout 3. I'm interested to see what that's being priced at. Let's do Oblivion and Fallout. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Okay. So this is a double pack. Platinum hits. Uh, Priced at $10. The Each of these is priced at $5. And I guess they believe that that is priced accordingly for the $10 pack. So they're not really giving you a deal. But, if they run the promo, the what is it? The 4 for $20, you could get this at $5, and that would essentially make each game $250. So there is a way to get these down to $250 each, even if they're not running the other promo, the 4 for $10. If they run for 4 for $10, you could buy it individually with complete in box, $250 each. But if they run the other promo, you can look for this. So there's some wiggle room there for getting value. And you're putting 2 discs into one little section on your shelf. It's kind of interesting. You're not really getting a deal on it, but it's interesting to see how they priced it. They just combined the two $5. So they're seeing some value in the compilation. They would have priced it differently. Maybe they would have priced it at $7.99, or maybe they would have priced it at $6.99, or I don't think they would have done $5, but maybe they would have done a different price. They believe that each game holds its value at $5 each, and they put that on the compilation. Let's see. There's some interesting other compilation. BioShock Infinite double pack. Okay. Let's look at. So these are both lower tier games, Skyrim and BioShock Infinite. Let's take a look. Skyrim and BioShock. Skyrim and BioShock. Do we have anything? Nope, not selling it. Okay. Maybe we can also look at what price charting is doing on this game. Let's take a look, because then we'll get a good idea what the broader market is saying. Here we are. Here's Elder Scrolls, Skyrim, and BioShock Infinite bundle. Okay. Look at this. This is intriguing. This is up to $22. If you were to buy these games individually, these are. Last time I checked, Skyrim was like $2 or $3. And this is. God, I would say that this is like $5, $3. If you find the box and then you buy the looses for this, you just have to find the box. That's the only deal. But that's people are seeing value in this. There are collectors, because it's kind of, I haven't seen this box before, and it makes an interesting piece on maybe a shelf. Interesting that the market is recognizing that. So it's up to 22. I don't know what GameStop doesn't have it listed. Um, that'd be cool if they started listing it. Because I'd like to see what that pricing would be. But the overall market is seeing value in that. Let's do the Battlefield Twin Pack. Oh, I don't know if we can find this stuff. I do not know if we're finding it. All right, let's go back. Wow, this is a Crisis trilogy. These are common games, but let's see if GameStop has this. They have. Looks like they have an Xbox One. They don't have it for 360. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, Xbox One. Yeah, weird. That's a remastered. Yeah, I don't see it for 360. Let's do Dead Space Twin Pack. Does GameStop have this? Come on, GameStop. Come on. They don't have it. All right, let's look up the price charting. Yeah, some of these are hit or miss for the compilation. It's a mixed bag. Let me show you Marvel Ultimate Alliance and Forza, which is a unique little pack they have right here. Okay, Forza 2 and Marvel Ultimate Alliance. $9.99. Okay, Ultimate Alliance is at 15 alone. Okay, you're getting that game at a substantial discount. And then Forza 2, I think could go higher. It's at $5 at GameStop, but I think that thing's going up. There's all kinds of licensing issues. Um, uh, a unique pack. I have seen this game kind of neglected at GameStop, so I kind of want to pick it up just to have an extra copy of Ultimate Alliance, just to have the freaking disc, an Ultimate Alliance disc for $5, the equivalent of $5. And if you get a 4 for 20, this could be $5. So to me, it would make sense to pick something like this up. It's kind of neglected. And I think this could go higher. I think people could find value. It's obviously two different games. It's not like a collection, like a 3-core set, but you're getting Ultimate Alliance for as cheap and another game. So I find value in that. Mass Effect Trilogy. I know that GameStop definitely sells this. Mass Effect is a common game. What do you think they sell this at? They're selling this at $12.99. That's interesting. Let's look at GameStop's. We're gonna look at what they're selling Mass Effects for individually. So the first Mass Effect is $5. That's $2. So that's $7, right? And where's Mass Effect 2? Mass Effect 2? Right here. Did they make a Mass? Was there? Oh, Mass Effect 2. Yeah. So another 5. Wait, 5, 5, and 2. So they priced this similar to the Oblivion and Skyrim. They just lumped in individual games into the one price. It's unique that they have the trilogy into one full collection. To me, that is unique that they would package it like that. Let's see what price charting's saying. Let's see if that's at $12. Xbox 360. So price charting is saying it's higher at 16. The chart looks semi-flat. It's going up slightly. We got it up to $18. Yeah, 12 looks about right. Will this go up later? It very well could. Everything's rising with retro gaming, and you have three of the games in one complete box. To me, that's pretty interesting. Uh, and there might be a priority in this game because you're getting all three. You're completing your collection instantly, so there could be a higher demand for a collection like this. If you're trying to get Mass Effects, maybe you get three games at once, and then maybe there's not a lot of these trilogy sets. So I find value in these compilations. They're kind of like dirty right now. People don't want to touch them. Maybe it's because they don't want to touch a Marvel Ultimate Alliance with a Forza in one disc. It just looks ugly. I don't know. But it shouldn't be neglected. I like these compilations. Here's a Soul Calibur and Tekken 6. That's kind of a unique pack. Do they sell this at GameStop? I don't know. We're going to find out. Yes, they do. $27.99. That is pretty high of a price. I think Soul Calibur 4 is at $10 and Tekken 6. I don't know what Tekken 6 is at. Oh wow, Tekken 6 $10. So they're both at $20. So they're putting a premium on this game. Let's see what price charting is saying. $20. So GameStop is being aggressive with the pricing on this. At one point in 2024, it got up to $35. Yeah, so they're seeing value in this compilation. They're pricing it aggressively. Maybe they think it's going to go up. So they're seeing value in this one. And it's, two fighting games together in one collection. I get it. There's some relative nature to each game. So I get it. That would make sense. Let's see if we can find one of these obscure mix and matches, because maybe there's something there, like Halo 3 ODST and Forza, a unique weird mix, a bizarre mix. Let's see what they're pricing this at. Oh, come on, man. What do we got here? Is this it? No. God. GameStop's not touching this one, huh? Here's a Lego and Kung Fu Panda. We could take a look at that. That's kind of interesting. 250 game. We'll take a look at that in a second. They don't have this game. We can do a Google search and see who's selling this, what they're selling it for. Let's see, eBay. Yeah, people are selling it for $10 pre-owned on eBay, to give you an idea. But the thing is, GameStop's selling Halo 3 ODST. They're selling that for $10. No, $12. $12.99. And then you get a Forza disc. So let's look at what the price charting is saying. It's an obscure mix and match. I get it. It's at $12. Not enough price data, but I mean, in January 2026, $13. I like this. I like something like this. I'm getting a copy of Halo 3 ODST, which is semi-rare, and that's going up in price. I like that. And the Forza is, having licensing issues. I like something like that. Will this go up? It very well might. It very well might. A weird compilation like this, there's no relativity to it, but you're getting your value out of Halo 3. So at $10, I'm definitely a buyer on something like this. You're getting two games. You're basically getting Halo 3 ODST for $5. Does it look ugly? Sorta. Oh, Do we find it? Maybe we found it. We found it on GameStop's website. This is getting priced, here we go, at $10. Okay. You're basically getting Halo 3 ODST for $5. It is currently priced at $12.99. This is, I believe, Forza 3 is priced at $5. But this is undervalued. Is it because it's ugly? Is this the ugly duckling? Like, you know, why is this being priced this way? You're getting value. You're getting this game for $5. Think about for the love of God, if they run a 4 for $20. So $10 games become $5. You're now getting Halo 3 ODST for $2.50. It's priced at $12.99. That's a huge marginal difference. You're getting Forza 3 at half price. So I don't find these compilations ugly. They are an opportunity. This is an opportunity to grow a collection very easily and fast and cheaply. So I find it interesting. So I'll be using search to find if GameStop has those games that we didn't look. Lego, Batman, and Pure. Another obscure collection. They're not really sought after games. I think they're $5 games each, but let's see what GameStop prices them at. Here we are. Okay, 2 games. Weird, bizarre collection. This looks like an ATV game and then a Lego game. Individually, these games are priced at $5 each. Together, they're priced at $5 each. If they run, God help us, if they run a 4 for $10 where $5 games become $2.50 and you found this, you would essentially get one of these games for $1.25. That is an amazing savings. That is amazing value for games on disc and retro. And that's what I'm trying to emphasize. Maybe, and this is a hypothesis, the uglier the compilation, the more of the value you can get out of it. The ugly duckling, maybe you're getting more value. So I'm intrigued by something like this, especially when they run the promos. When they run the promo, you could get Pure for $1.25. Yes, it looks ugly with the 2 disc set. Yeah, it doesn't look great on a shelf, maybe. I don't know. But you're going to get a hell of a deal. And you can stack games quick and cheap. Yeah, you'd basically get this $1.25 each in the promo. So, something to think about. Lego Indie. We saw Lego Indie and Kung Fu Panda. I'm guessing that this is going to be priced at $5, and it is. It's priced at $5. Again, what we said before. They run the 4 for $10. They run the 4 for $10. You're getting this basically at $2.50, the complete in box, and then each game is essentially worth $1.25. You're paying $1.25 for Lego Indiana Jones, $1.25 for Kung Fu Panda. And Kung Fu Panda, we have an Activision mark on this. There might be licensing issues with this sucker down the line. We don't know. So, something to think about if you need to stack games cheaply, that might be the way to go. Here's a Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolt and Viva Pinata. So maybe now I've got my thesis that the uglier the compilation, the more value you can squeeze out of it. This is interesting. So Banjo-Kazooie and Viva Pinata. I like this combination, actually. This is interesting. At $10, so basically $5 a game. What's Banjo-Kazooie? Was there a Banjo-Kazooie Xbox 360 by itself game? I don't think there was. I do not think there was an Xbox Banjo-Kazooie. Maybe there was. Yes, there was. Okay, that's priced at $10. So you can see the compilation. You're already getting a discount. You're already getting a discount right here. And then you're getting Viva Pinata. I imagine Viva Pinata is at $5. Uh, yeah, Party Animals. I don't know if that's the same thing. This is 6. I don't know. I do know if they run the 4 for 20, you're getting this for $5, and then you're getting each game for $2.50. You're getting basically Banjo Kazooie, which is at 10. You're getting it at $2.50. So yeah, that my ugly duckling compilation thesis is kind of holding up. We've got retro anthologies. To me, there's some winners in here. The Doom 3 BFG edition. I've bought many of these. I find it interesting. This is like a collection. GameStop is pricing this, in my opinion, way, way, way too low. Okay. The Doom 3 BFG collection. Okay, $5. $5, ladies and gentlemen. I believe this contains all 3 Doom games. It includes the original Doom, Doom 2 games, making it the definitive collection of revolutionary games developed by ID Software. Doom 3 Experience, The Lost Mission, yep. Stunning visuals. So you're getting 3 Doom games in one. Yes, they're older Doom games, Doom 1 and then Doom 2. But you're getting 3 different games on disc. It's games on disc. It's physical disc. And you're getting it for $5. You run the promo. You get it for $2.50. I like stuff like that. I like maximizing the value. And Doom is just such a nostalgic game. So to me, I think that could go up in value. Let's look at the price charting. I think it has been going up in value pretty significantly. Doom 3 BFG. We're at what are we at? 12, 11? It's moving. Yep. It's moving slowly, but it's moving. I mean, we've been above $10 for some time since 2025, but GameStop's pricing it at 5. Could we see a price change in this one? Very well could. We could see a $6.99 on that easy, and I think it should be at $6.99 at some point. I think $4.99 is too low. $4.99 is too low for that game. Let's take a look at the Dreamcast collection. I have a feeling this is going to be priced up high because it's like a unique collector's edition. Let's see. $30. It's got a collection of Dreamcast games, Crazy Taxi. So this has got that kind of, I guess, relativity in the collection. It's not like a hodgepodge. And because of that, because of this Dreamcast collection, it's Dreamcast centric. There are weird games. Crazy Taxi is not like Sonic. And there's a fishing game. And then there's, I don't know what that is. But because it's Dreamcast and it's a collection of Dreamcast games, they're going to price it at $30. So we're seeing kind of consolidated variety, like, I guess you can say relativity is the best way to say it. Consolidated relativity. It's allowing a premium on these complete box games in these collections. I want to look at the Gears of War triple pack. To me, Gears of War games are typically on the lower price tiers. $25.99. And what do we get out of this? Okay. We get Gears of War. What are we getting out of this? I think we're getting... Yeah, I think we're getting up to Gears of War 3 and we're getting DLCs, all 19 extra maps. Okay, so we're getting a lot of DLC content. The three games, the games are all moving around in price all over the place. Gears of War 2 is priced at $10. The Gears 1, I believe, is at $5 and Gears 3 is at $5. So if you were to buy them individually, I think you'd pay like 20. But I think the thing that really sets it over the top is the DLC. The collection, relativity, and the DLC is putting this at 25. It's consolidating everything into one disc. And it's pretty. And if you're a fan of Gears of War, it's something unique and condensed and nice. So I think there is value being put on relativity being condensed with DLC content. And we're going to look at the price charting and see if that confirms the higher price and the value. So it doesn't. It doesn't. The price is going up in value, but maybe GameStop is front running the price. So we should all take note of this. 2023, we're seeing a nice steady rise up. It's at 15. GameStop is pricing this very aggressively at 25 compared to price charting, which is unusual because GameStop tends to go under price charting. They don't go over price charting too often. Very rarely. They tend to, want to get people in the store to get these things. So to me, this is surprising. GameStop might know something. It could be because of eDay is causing GameStop to price Gears of War games all differently. They're all bouncing around, but you can go on eBay right now and get this for $15, and that might actually be a better deal to go on eBay and get it for $15 if you want to get the. If you're a Gears of War fan and you want to get everything condensed, probably worth it to go on eBay rather than GameStop. Versus trying to work the promo deal or anything like that, I would just go to eBay. We can look at the listings and what they've sold. Do we see any CIBs? Disc only. I don't know if we've got any CIBs here. Tested and working. That doesn't tell me anything. Let's just click this one. Yeah, it looks like this is a CIB at $12.99. Yep. Okay. Oh, you know what? So it's not Gears of War 3. I'm mistaken. It's just Gears of War and Gears of War 2, and then it looks like a DLC that was included. It's just two games and DLC. So I was wrong on that. I thought it was the three games. So just really, what's bumping up these games in at least GameStop's pricing model is the DLCs. The DLC is on disc is pushing this thing. I've noticed that the DLCs on disc are really escalating the prices. So that's something we should think about. Of course, the Metal Gear Solid HD collection is going to be aggressively priced. I kind of want to look at another messy combo pack. You know what I mean? Something that's kind of like hodgepodge. We could try Tom Clancy. No, let's see. Give me something messy. Okay, a thief, a dishonored, and a hitman. The ultimate stealth pack. I've seen this. I've actually seen a complete box on this. This is kind of hodgepodgey. It's got some relativity to it, but it's hodgepodgey. Thief. Okay, $10. Okay, interesting. I believe each of these games are priced at $5 a piece. Yet the compilation pack is at $10. Think about, again, Think about the promos. You go 4 for 20. You can essentially get this at half off at $5. Paying $5, and then you're getting 3 different games. What's God? What's $5 divided by 3? I think it's like $1.50 a game. God, 5 divided by 3. Yeah, it's $1.66 a game. So basically, you get Deus Ex for $1.66, Hitman Absolution for $1.66, and Thief for $1.66, all on one complete box. That's why I think it depends on the compilation on these discs. It depends. If it's kind of like a Haji Podgy, this has some relativity to it. It's got a stealth pack. It's kind of like games that involve you sneaking around, and it's got some similar gameplay, and they've condensed it into one disc, and it's Haji Podge a little bit, because obviously Deus Ex is kind of like a futuristic type game. A Hitman Absolution's not futuristic. It's like you're an assassin and thief. Yeah, so Haji Podge a little bit. Um, Tends to be a lower price, but I like something like this at $10. To me, there's incredible value in this. Incredible value getting 3 games at 10. Even at $10, you're getting each game at $3 a piece. I don't even think you can get loose games. I don't think you can get loose discs at $3 for Deus Ex, Hitman, and Thief. Maybe I'm wrong, but I like that. That's an interesting pack. I'll go back here. So yeah, here's an ultimate. This is a Haji Podge. Another Haji Podge that we're going to check out. Square Enix. Just Cause 2, Sleeping Dogs, Tomb Raider. What is GameStop going to price this at? My guess is $10. We just saw a $10 for Stealth Pack. They priced this at $12.99. That's different. I wonder why. Just Cause 2 is kind of a common game at $5. What's Sleeping Dogs at? That's at $10. And then Tomb Raider's at $5. This is a Haji Podge. Ultimate Action Pack. Yeah. Yeah. So basically 3 games, so it'd be like $4 a game. So they see value in this. GameStop wouldn't price this at $12.99 if they didn't see some kind of value in this setup. So, are you going to maximize value if they run a 4 for 40? You could basically get this at $10. Yeah, that's the only way you get a pretty good discount, and you get 3 games at $3 each. Yeah, I mean, would I pick this up? I don't know. I don't know. If I like these games and I wanted them, yeah, Sleeping Dogs is certainly a good one. Just Cause 2 is a good game too. I've never played Tomb Raider, but yeah, it's interesting to look at that price. I don't know. I don't know what I think about $12.99 for that. Oh man, so they've got fighting games. I want to see what is going on with this Battlefield Twin Pack. Maybe I'll just search Google. Maybe we can find a GameStop listing. Yes. Nope, we didn't find it. I thought we did almost. Let me search GameStop. Maybe a listing will come up. Nah. Nothing. Yeah, I was hoping to see what they would price it at. Alright. Mass Effect Trilogy. Okay, we'll keep going. Dead Rising double pack. Dead Rising triple pack, which is Dead Rising, Dead Rising 2. Let's see what's going on with that. So, relativity. You got a compilation collection, right? It's not Haji Podgy. Do Xbox 360? Or is it Xbox One? I don't know. Is it Xbox One? I don't know. Dead Rising triple pack? Is there a triple pack for 360? What is this? No, I don't see an Xbox 360. Maybe it's just a different. Huh. Yeah, I don't know. I want to find this one. I like this pack, Dishonored Wolf and a Wolfenstein New Order double pack. Wolfenstein New Order has 4 discs, and Dishonored would make it a 5th disc on a complete box. That'd be a sight to see. 5 discs in one Xbox 360 complete box. Yeah, I don't know. Looks like PS4 had something like that. Yeah. I don't know about 360 though. I don't see it. I want to find that Max Payne 3. See, some of these are really hard to find, which makes me think they're going to go up in value because they're so hard to find at GameStop. They wouldn't be. Here's a Target edition. I mean, people are saying complete in box 55. Maybe there's not enough data. Oh man, look at this. A PS3, Max Payne 3, and Grand Theft Auto 4 is selling for $110 on eBay. Has it sold? I don't know. Yeah. Yep, we can't find it on GameStop. Grand Theft Auto San Andreas and Midnight Club is interesting. Man, that could be a game changer if we could find it. Yep, I don't think we can find it. That's a hard one. Here's a couple other ones. We're gonna look at Xbox original. I know of one. It's Clone Wars and I think Tetris Worlds. Let's see if we can find it. Star Wars Clone Wars. Oh, come on, man. Clone Wars and Xbox. Yeah, come here. Here we go. Yeah, so 2 games, Tetris Worlds and Clone Wars. Haji Podge, right? You buy this right now at $4.99. Guess what? It's a $2.50 game. You get it at a promo. You can get this $2.50, and then it's $1.25 each game. You can get Clone Wars, Star Wars Clone Wars for $1.25. That's a tremendous value. GameStop has this at $5. What is the price charting saying? Because here we go. So they're not, this game has been going lower. Okay. At one point it was up to $7. Look at that. Look at that price spike. So, but I think there's tremendous value in getting 2 games. It's such a discounted price. I don't know. I don't know. I like stuff like that. I like the compilation. Uh Maybe we can find another compilation. Xbox Live Arcade games. Of course, lots of compilation triple pack. Yeah, we always had this triple pack like Trials, Limbo, and Explosion. Those were all unique games. Let's see if we can find that. They're kind of like Xbox Live Arcade, like Limbo. Yes, right here. So they're selling that at $15. So basically $5 a game. I bet Limbo is really hard to find on Xbox. Let's try looking up what they're pricing. Let's see. They're pricing this price starting at. This went up. God damn. Look at July 2024. They priced this at $30. Came down, but it's holding steady around 20. So there is something of this compilation. It's a hodgepodge compilation of, you know, different games. So I'm finding value in it. Um, and I like it. I like the added value. Yeah, there was another one. I don't know if we went over Mafia. Yeah, we went over Mafia 2. Is there another Mafia 2 compilation? Let's see. Let's do Mafia Mafia 2 compilation game. Man, I don't know. Huh. Collector's edition. Yeah. So, let me know what you guys think in the comments. Do you think these compilation games will continue to go in price, or do you just think they're just, collectors don't want them? Maybe collectors don't want them. They're just kind of ugly. I'd like to get your guys' opinion on that. Um, I'm noticing the trend that the more relativity the collection has, the more value GameStop and maybe price charting is seeing. When it's a, you know, mix and match, there's value to be had. Marvel Ultimate Alliance, it's kind of shocking that that was priced at $9. You're getting Marvel Ultimate Alliance for $5, which is a semi rare game. You know, so there's other ones that have relativity, like the Doom 3 BFG, three different Doom games for $5. I have many copies of that. Yes, it's common. I've seen lots of copies of it, but man, that's what a deal at $5. I've gotten it for $2.50. So I like. There's some collectible, having all the discs compacted into one. I think is interesting. You can get some value. You can pack some value pretty quickly to your collection. So let me know what you guys think of these combo packs. Are they worth it? Are they not worth it? I think they're worth it. And moving forward, if I find them, I'm gonna get them. I'm gonna get them. You get an extra loose disc. That's how I view it. You're basically getting discounted loose discs and the hodgepodge, or you're getting a unique disc set. I don't know why collectors are so particular about how their shelf looks. I like the games. I like having physical games on disc. I can run from the disc. I don't have to install anything. I don't have to get online. So I'm gonna leave it at that, guys. Let me know what you guys think. Like and subscribe, and I will see you guys soon. Okay, take care. All right, bye.